Hello everyone, myself Jennifer Sneha, studying third year in University College of Engineering Nagarkoil. Now we are going to discuss about the topic IoT, which stands for Internet of Things, and this is very common now. Then contents. This contains what are the headings we are going to discuss under the topic IoT. So in this video, I'll be going to tell you introduction for IoT, history of IoT, how does it works, what are the applications, benefits and risk of IoT, future scope of IoT, and also the conclusion. First, introduction. The Internet of Things is the extension of internet connectivity into physical devices and everyday objects. So, what is Internet of Things? Internet of Things is nothing but a physical device. For example, you can take your washing machine, fridge, etc. And these are everyday objects. So, these objects are connected to the internet or network. These are known as Internet of Things. And in other words, the Internet of Things is a system of interrelated computing devices, mechanical and digital machines, objects, animals, or people that are provided with unique identifiers and the ability to transfer the data over a network without requiring human to human or human to computer interaction. It means taking all the things in the world and connecting them to the internet. Then history. In history, let us know the evolution of IoT, that is how Internet of Things comes into exist. So first was pre-internet. Before the introduction of internet, we had SMS. This SMS could take place in few minutes, that is human to human. Then came Internet of Content, that is email, which is nowadays familiar. The email is a formal way to communicate, as well as the information and entertainment. Then came Internet of Services. Internet of Services is Internet of people came together, that is Internet of Services is services like e-commerce, for example Amazon, Flipkart. And Internet of people is nothing but social media, that is Skype, YouTube, Facebook, etc. These two came together due to the introduction of smartphones and applications. Then came Internet of Things with the help of smart tags, devices, sensors, etc. And these had some ambient context, so machine to machine connection is known as Internet of Things. Then the next one is how does it works. IoT devices contain sensors and mini computer processors that acts on the data collected by the sensors via machine learning. Machine learning is when computer learn in a similar way to humans by collecting data from their surroundings, and it is what makes IoT devices smart. For example, you are having the refrigerator which is smart enough to change the temperature according to the outside temperature. If the outside temperature is high, then inside the refrigerator the temperature should go low. So the sensors will collect the information of the outside temperature and exchange the information with the refrigerator software, and accordingly the refrigerator works to reduce or increase the temperature. So these processes are all taking place between machine to machine communication. Any smart devices can be controlled by our smartphones. For example, the temperature inside the refrigerator are also controlled by the smartphones with the help of internet. In this case, the smartphone is a machine as well as the smart refrigerator. That is called machine to machine communication. Then comes the figure, that is internal working of the Internet of Things. There are four fundamental components of IoT system which tell us how IoT works. First, sensors or devices. The sensors or devices helps in collecting very minute data from the surrounding environment. A device can have multiple sensors that can bundle together to do more than just sense things. For example, our phone is a device that has multiple sensors such as GPS, accelerometer, camera, but our phone does not simply sense things. The most rudimentary steps will always remain to pick and collect data from the surrounding environment, be it a standalone sensor or multiple devices. The next one is connectivity. Next, the collected data is sent to a cloud infrastructure but it needs a medium for transport. The sensors can be connected to the cloud through various mediums of communication and transport such as cellular networks, satellite networks, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, etc. Every option we choose has some specifications and trade-offs between power consumption, range and bandwidth. So choosing the best connectivity option in the IoT system is important. Then the third one is data processing. Once the data is collected and it is get to the cloud, the software performs processing on the acquired data. Then the last one is user interface. The information made available to the end user in some way. This can achieve by triggering alarms on their phones or notifying through text or emails. Then the next one is applications. The first application of the IoT technology is smart home. What is smart home? When you are able to control your home through your smartphone. That is called smart home. It is smart enough to know about your home. For example, smart fan, smart light, etc. They will automatically on when you enter your home. Then smart city. Smart city means we can have the smart light like street lights. Then connected car. We can able to lock your car sitting at home and any other thing. Then the last one is smart farming. We are able to know the pH level of the soil to determine the irrigation, etc. Here also Internet of Things can be used to make the farming smart. So other than this, there are many applications of Internet of Things. Then comes benefits. The first benefit of the Internet of Things is easy access. You can easily access the necessary information in real time, almost whichever location you are at. All it takes is a smart device and internet connection. Then speed. All this data pouring in enables us to complete numerous tasks with envying speed. For example, IoT makes automation easy. Then the third one is adapting to new standards. Though IoT is ever changing, its alterations are minimal compared to the rest of the high-tech world. Without IoT, it would be hard for us to keep track of all the updates. Then the fourth one is better time management. Overall, the IoT is an incredible time-saving tool. We can search for our latest news on our phones during our daily commute, or visit a blog about your favorite pastime, purchase an item in an online shop, and etc. Then risk in IoT technology. First one, data breaches. Data breaches are extremely stressful. Companies also fear them and can lose the trust of their clients for good if the cyber attack came via their website pages. Next one is dependence. The IoT technology is dependent on the internet connection. When there is none, it can't be used. Next one is complexity. Though IoT seems to be completing tasks with ease, and lot of complex operations are behind it. Then future scope of IoT. IoT will move towards industrial usage from consumer usage in upcoming years. IoT in upcoming years provides solutions for disaster management prudently. Blockchain technology is a child of IoT which is almost going to eliminate cyber threats. Then the last one is conclusion. The Internet of Things is growing all around us, whether we realize it or not. It's clear that business can take advantage of many opportunities provided by it. But the real challenge will be in how we take advantage of it to improve our lives. So that's all about the Internet of Things. Thank you.